And we're back with some more Rimworld. And our little team of nuggets here is coming along quite nicely. We're getting 10 from there, 16 from there, that's 26, and another 6 from there, that's 32 Bioferrite a day, just from this little farm. This guy hasn't been processed yet. I'm going to wait until we get a few more. It's a pain in the butt trying to keep the temperatures even and keeping an eye on things without getting distracted. We've also moved some EMP grenades there because we've made a few changes. One, Kevin here, with their Void Fascination, has been given a Circadian Half Cycler, or Circadian Assistant, sorry. That means their sleep fall rate is reduced, but more importantly, if they get hit by an EMP grenade, it knocks them unconscious. Same with Xenotaph. Both of them have Circadian Assistance, both of them have that Void Fascination. Needs to be taken care of. Also, over here, our little farming area, we basically terminated it, and I'm going to respawn it again. Namely, what I want to do here is just wall it in entirely with graves. Graves can't get destroyed accidentally by someone shooting something or something along those lines. Also, I've made it shorter, so I don't think we needed as much space as I'd given it originally. You know, you learn from your farming, trim it down just a little bit. I've also made it only 2 tiles wide. I'm interested to see how that affects it. We'll find out. Oh, we still have this hole over here. It will spawn stuff occasionally, and we're still using it to dump off our toxic waste. For now, I have stopped trying to clean this toxic waste. This just takes so long. The amount of people come out here, they clean for like all day, every day, and it's just a waste of time. I think I'm also going to leave that there. Oh, and we had an accident. Say hello to Philippe number 2. To Philippe. Yeah, it turns out original Philippe Vorchek. Yeah, they were suppressing one of the obelisks, and it just deleted them, or it duplicated them. They ended up with organ failure, but we cured that using Xenotaph's special healing ability. So now we have another Philippe. So we've got 2 artists. It just happened randomly. And Xenotaph is a little bit confused right now, probably because of, well, the anesthetic. One thing we're also going to do is start upgrading Burke. I figure they might as well get a few upgrades on them. They have a lot of potential here. Ooh, Imperial Trader from the Fallen Empire. What have you got on you? Nope, we're not going to get distracted. We're going to beef up Burke a bit. The thing is, their social is pretty terrible, and we've been using them for trading with the Empire because they're the one we've left, well, high level with the Empire. And that was sort of semi-accidental. I meant to actually pass on their psi levels to the next person and the next person, but, well, then we started cloning, War Machine, and now there's 7 clones of War Machine, all of whom are level 6 psi-casters. So it turns out it was just easier to dump everything into War Machine than it was to sort of kill off Burke, use shards. I mean, it costs a shard every time we kill someone, so it just sort of turned out easier that way. But we might as well beef Burke up a little bit. Yeah, also we need to get them to learn this skill animals as well. Someone needs to learn that. We no longer have a cougar. We used to have one, but there was problems. Namely, we didn't have anyone with a high enough level in animals to actually manage the cougar. So the cougar is no longer with us. Also, yeah, this guy has a neural supercharge on him, so he's getting a bonus out of this. Oh, you might as well get the stun psycast. That is very useful. And a second social side trainer for the person who does the majority of our trading with the Empire. That's probably a good idea. They can also learn cooking. Why not? Learn more medical. That'll put you 15. Skip shield sidecast, why not? And they can't. They already have invisibility. Done. They're looking a fair bit beefier. We might clone these a few times so that we can sort of pair them off with a War Machine. The kids grow up and they end up hooking up together. They're the next generation, so to speak. However, over here we have our prime Xenogerm. I've been combining the Xenogerms over here because, well, we've been collecting more and more, and just recently we knocked out Robust. Robust was the most recent one we got our hands on, so what we can do is we can put together a gene pack for Dumbshit Prime. Their current gene pack is, well, it's okay. It basically gives them robust digestion and quick study. That's the only bonuses they get. Oh, unstoppable. Unstoppable, robust digestion, and quick study. And it also reduces their hunger rate because the metabolic efficiency thing. This new gene pack, yeah, it comes a little bit more. First off, total anti-toxic lungs means they don't worry about pollution exposure anymore. They can stand in toxic waste, they will be just fine. Turns out lungs do that as well as anything else. They also get pollution stimulus, meaning they'll not only be just fine in pollution, they'll be happy. Unstoppable, of course, quick study, strong melee to improve their melee damage, robust, so reduce the incoming damage to them, and then, oh, that's it. I mean, robust digestion and all the rest are just negatives that are there to pay for the metabolic efficiency. We're just going to implant that genome into Dumbshit Prime. Perfect. Now, the thing is, any genes you implant will overwrite existing ones, so you can end up with a situation where it looks like it's going to reduce their hunger rate to half, but they already have some of those, but you end up suppressing some genes they have that are already giving them negatives. For example, if, just say we're giving them hyper-aggressive, and the pawn already had aggressive as a gene, then hyper-aggressive would overwrite aggressive, and since they're both negatives, they're just going to end up with, like, +1 instead of, like, +3, which you think you're getting. For our next project, I need to make some changes, namely, this fridge. It pains me. It's been paining me for a long time because it takes up such an awkward location. So I think what I want to do is put the fridge here. Bring the fridge here, vent the heat out into this section, and then we're going to move... Actually, we'll probably move this entire prison over here and all of our production. We can basically transplant this whole section over there, turn this half into... yeah, fridge, and then maybe make the bottom half here a little bit of a hospital, plus... Oh, we do need to put in a whole bunch more of these neural superchargers. We've only got 15 of these and 20 people. The cloning is kind of getting a little bit out of hand, which reminds me, yeah, we can make 2 more clones right now. This is... Give me a minute. Oh, and before we start, research can go. We have literally locked out all of it. There's nothing left. The only thing left to do is anomaly research, which I kind of do want to get around to. I got to start provoking the void and just annoying them at this point. Not exactly the cleanest refit ever done, but this is going to be our new refrigeration unit. So we can rip all of this out, and it should hopefully be a bit cleaner, a bit more space, a bit more reliable, and this is where everyone's going to get their food. As well as that, we've moved the prisoner storage from over here to over here, and we've built it onto the fridge. So they should be able to just get their own meals. Cuts down on the amount of labour. This is one of the reasons you like having prisoners who have the, the dead cam gene. They won't do mental breaks. Well, actually, they can do mental breaks, but they won't try and break out. So there's no prison breaks, and they can keep their legs because of that, and that allows them to go up and get their own meals. If you chop off their legs, your people have to come along and feed them. That's just, no. Give them the dead cam gene, they're done. You're never going to have a problem with them. They'll make the perfect model prisoners. Alright, down here we are moving everything across. This, yeah, I'm going to do nothing, but let that all get moved over. This thing has hatched. I'm kind of curious, if we put in a Molotov in there and let that burn really bright, would it actually kill the flesh walls? I don't think... these things are flammable, but I don't think it actually takes damage from it. So even if you got this up to like 1,000 degrees, I think the wall would be fine. Like a fire would spread to it eventually, but it wouldn't actually just spontaneously burst into flames. And now, where were we? Ah, yes, over here. I think I've made a mistake. See, the thing is, most of our storage is over here, and I think I'm going to have to move it over here. This is where we keep our scrap as well. That's where all their junk comes in, so I think this is going to become just mass production. This over here will become storage, and this here will become where scrap, metal, stuff like that gets left. And flesh mass heart is going to a new nerve bundle. Which reminds me, this flesh mass neural lump came from a different heart. So what if I examined one flesh mass from this new heart and one flesh mass from the old heart we've already killed? What would the game do? I don't know if they'll do anything, but I'm actually willing to try. That's the new one. That's the old one. So we're going to show the new one first. That should give us a 1 of 3. And then if we do the second one and it just gives us a 3 of 3, then... You know what? We'll find out in a second. Let's see. Okay, 1 of 3. Yes, 1 of 3. Yep, same sample carries the biosignature, blah, blah, blah. Now, if we analyze this one, I'm betting it's 3 of 3 related to a completely unrelated one. Analysis complete. Yeah, this is Pyro Ray 40 and this is Etherpox 4K. Right, so, yeah, we still get... Okay, fair enough, good to know. We should send in some... Yeah, we'll send in the shit to take care of that. Right now, the little shit is down at the moment because we've given them their new gene splice. Actually, let's go over and check it. This is the Yatkin Ghouls gene splice. You don't need robust, and you don't need melee damage. So you can leave out both of those because the Atkins already have it by default. So all we're sticking in is unstoppable, robust digestion, pollution stimulus, total antitoxic lungs. Oh, and quick study. This means they just learn their skills faster, which is basically punching stuff, and they're just immune to toxins. It's just generally all round a nice little thing to stick onto them. We're going to do them though one at a time. We don't want all of them out of action at the same time. That will be bad, and then we'll just send down these guys to clear this out. In fact, I think I'll send down someone with a Molotov to sort of burn it down as well. This should get rid of the corpse stockpile, while at the same time, this is a good way to farm these. We can get loads of... Like, I'm just thinking, if you wanted meat out of this, it'd be so handy if you had inhumanization, because you can use the, like, twisted meat. Your people can eat it. So this is going to get pretty hot in there. It's already 300 degrees, which means some of these corpses should just start bursting into flames. And it seems to be spreading to the walls, and this thing's not growing back. Collecting biomass for next growth spurt. Huh. Oh, so it's actually on the downward. It's like not doing anything just yet. You know what? That's cool. That's fine. We'll let you do your thing. Critical alert fire. Why was that in the home zone? Never mind. Never mind. Okay. All done. Okay, well, that is going on. We are going to finish off this remodel. This remodel needs to be finished, and I'm thinking that needs to go. Reason being, I want a clear access point in here into the storage room. So one of these had to go. Actually, wait, I've got to transfer over the production things. I've already transferred across all of the production bills from the other tables we had. 500 degrees in here. This thing's like, yeah, no bothers. No bothers at all. At some point it'll do a new growth spurt. Maybe it can't do a growth spurt while it's too hot in there. I got to do a whole bunch more experimentation with that thing. We'll worry about it later. For now, the fridge move is actually going quite well. Soon we'll have all of this space freed up, and we can extend on our neural superchargers. That means we're going to need more steel, so this is going over here. I kind of like that I've stopped thinking about this so rigidly in terms of we just need to barely survive, and more, yeah, let's just make a proper base like we used to. It's been a while. I have decided to rotate out all the insect corpses. They used to be useful for feeding our ghouls, but considering we now have effectively an infinite source of twisted meat just right there, I think we'll just feed the insects to the trees, and we'll specialize more in having the Toughspikes. It just simplifies the food situation. And God, that fridge looks so much nicer and neater. I think I'm going to move a bunch of these in here as well. I'm just transferring all of this across first. We have so much random junk lying about the place that needs to be just tidied up a little bit. This place almost feels clean. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's organized now. Kitchen, nice giant refrigeration area feeding into a nutrient paste dispenser. Second nutrient paste dispenser for the prisoners so that we don't have to feed them. Small hospital, we're going to expand that later. Yunner's here is providing a nice mood boost for everyone in this area. And we've chucked the psychic emanator over here to keep all of our workers happy that are going to be doing all the crafting. We've dumped all of this, this bad storage over here. I need to do something about it. It's all a mix of aesthetic noses and bionic spines and elbow blades and all sorts of random junk. But that's gotten out of the way now. We can actually do something with it. And we've got all of our, our dining area. So I might get another telescope or two. And we've even put in a few little skull spikes there to keep everyone happy. Bunch of chess tables. 3 horseshoe pins. This actually worked out quite nicely. Oh, and the whole reason we started this was so that we could put in a few more of these. There we go. Let's just hope some dropship doesn't land in there and kill all of those. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, and people tell me floodlights, and it's like, yes, look at the size, the radius on these lights. It just saves so much effort. I should have been using those from the start. Sorry I didn't listen sooner. All right. Are we just about finished? Oh, yeah, hospital. I'm going to do the hospital real quick and get that up to spec. This is a good way to farm neural lumps. This is, what, 4 in one sitting? Yeah. We definitely understand this heart thing quite well right now. Anyway, let's see if we can't get some more food out of it. I don't think we need any more, but maybe we should try and injure some things. Hey, there you go. Oh, close the doors. Now, let's go have some fun with these ones. We're not very good at injuring them. We're usually better at just straight up killing them. But on the bright side, it does stock up our fridge quite nicely. And worst case scenario, we can just leave the bodies here and, yeah. Throw in a Molotov and be done with it. Well then, our fridge is now completely stocked with these guys. If we ever need to feed the ghouls, they're like, yep, yeah, not a bother. But I think we're just going to leave this place to its own devices for a while. We don't really need it. We're actually having to toss spare corpses over there now at this point, so yeah, I think we're done. Like, we can just come back and get more as we need them. I think we're going to add in some of the anomaly stuff as well. This is a frenzy inducer. I'll take care of that too deep infestation in a second. Frenzy inducer means everyone in its range just works faster. Not sure exactly what that's. There's also a sleep suppressor. That's a bit chunkier, but that one there should mean people their sleep restful rate should fall slower. Also makes them irritable. We're going to try and counteract that with the Psychic Emanator. If that doesn't work, we can move Yunners closer. We can always wall in Yunners in the corner of the hospital. That might actually be more of a better centralized location. No, not going to worry about that. Worry about that later. For now, I'm just going to go take care of this Oh, it's down here. Did not see that coming. And our welcoming committee is good to go. And we just let him off the leash. That should be problem solved. But you can't study these guys for anomaly research. That would be nice. I suppose they are bugs. It doesn't really matter. All right, everyone back to work. The pits decided to do a little bit of to poop out some problems. That's fine. We'll just do a quick manhunter pulse. While they're busy killing each other. That is absolutely beautiful. We'll just pop out. Do another manhunter pulse right about there. And War Machine can come out and get ready for when they inevitably finish murdering each other again. This is the dumbest way. Actually, you should stay behind. We're probably going to be able to capture a few from this. In fact, let's get a few recruitment people over. What the... the Dreadmill death has shocked the flesh mass and caused the cave system to destabilize. Oops. I'm betting... Yeah, toxic waste got to it. Well, I'd say it's not my fault, but no, that is most definitely our fault, all of that toxic waste stuff. Right, before we go, I would like to burn some of that toxic waste and maybe check to see if there's anything else down in the caves. And I would like to capture some of these Toughspikes. There's a few disabled Toughspikes lying around here that I'd really like to just, add to our collection. Best I can figure out, this is where your man was standing, the big boss of the area. We sent in Annoy to grab the 3 shards. No point leaving those behind. And before we go, we're going to toss a quick Molotov. Yeah, we'll send all the ghouls out as well. We got 5 hours before this place goes under. We did find a book over here. There's probably some more stuff over here, but this place is collapsing. You can actually see rocks falling down out of the sky, and I'm afraid someone's about to get crushed. In fact, if I had known people could get crushed down here, I don't think I would have came down. My bad. You guys climb to the surface. Annoy. You are loaded up with gear. Yeah, you got the 3 shards. Yeah, everyone out. Done. I don't know if these toxic waste packs will get spit back up to the surface. Climb to the surface. Yes. Get out of here, buddy. And done. Toxic-wise, yep, this place looks pretty nasty, and hopefully a bunch of these will burn down in the next 4 hours. If these get spit back up to the surface, that could be uncomfortable. Now, Annoy, you can go back to work, and at the same time, we'll give you back your gun. And we'll have the ghouls just clean up the mess that's here. We also got our hands on, well, our next 8 nuggets. That is just incredible. And over here, we're just going to have these guys clean up all of this mess, and then we'll probably feed them to the tree. Oh, that is so much toxic waste. You can actually see it spreading out. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, Obelisk mutation. Smirk. Huh. His stomach has mutated in a mass of semi-sentient flesh. The harsh acids it produces are painful but prevent food poisoning. Well, yeah? What about you? Ready to harvest, Agrilux, well, whatever. I think we got rid of most of the toxic waste packs. How many are left? 257. My god, this entire place is now toxified. I think it's spread, like, everywhere. The entire map is literally toxified, so can any of it spread out? Top floor says no, that was there already. Well, goodbye, underground. And it doesn't spit anything back out. That's awesome. Now, Smirk here has got a new stomach. This could actually be a problem. It gives pain, you see, these things I've realized. So the flesh whip actually gives pain. The flesh stomach... wait. The flesh whip does not give pain, does it? So all of this pain is actually causing them some minor downsides, but since we've got that whole pain is pleasure thing going on, they've got a +5 mood from having a painful stomach. It does make them a little less productive, but, oh, they've actually, even with the neural supercharger, it's not helping them. That kind of sucks. Oops. We might actually rip out that stomach and replace it with a bionic one or something that's not so painful. In fact, I think we're going to get rid of that obelisk. We don't need it anymore. While that's going on, our last big source of dirt inside our base is here. Basically in the crop room. I think we'll just floor it in. That way people walking across won't be dragging dirt everywhere. You can see there's just so much dirt getting dragged in and out of the place. Okay, that's also due to the fact that we're pulling corpses from all the way down there. But this should stop us dragging dirt in the near term. It's time we had some fun with the anomaly. But first, I want to get rid of this twisted obelisk. The problem is it mutates people randomly as they're researching it. Now normally, what you'd have to do is, well, there's two options. One would be you just keep researching it, and eventually, after you've studied it enough, you'd get the option to destroy it. You'd probably have to pay a shard or two, but you get to destroy it. In the same way over here, we've studied this so much we have the choice to deactivate it, but it costs 2 shards. The second option is you shoot it. Well, you destroy it by punching it and stuff like that, and eventually it will explode. However, if you do that, it'll randomly start mutating animals on the map, and possibly your colonists, I'm not sure. Risky. It's a risky proposition. It can cause you issues. However, there is a way to kill it without any of that happening. It's called excessive firepower. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shoot it with a turret. You can fire about there. Now, normally what happens is you shoot it down to a certain level and then it activates. However, it's only got 3,000 hit points. This thing does 800 points of damage and it gets a bonus against structures, which this is. So because it's a structure, it instantly kills it. And, done. Problem solved. In fact, you can kill any... if an obelisk shows up and you don't like it, like one of those underground ones or whatever it is, you can just shoot it with Diabolus and be done. I would like to thank the comments for explaining that to me. I had no idea, but it definitely makes things a lot easier. I'm finally done with the renovating. It's just some of that stuff had been bugging me for so long. Just having that nice through room with all of these neural superchargers, everything nice and neat. It feels cleaner in my brain. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, time for a bit of void provocation. Let's go annoy them. War Machine. You've got very high psychic sensitivity, and basically, if you mess this up, there's a chance you will receive dark psychic shock, which sounds worse than normal psychic shock, but I'm not sure what the difference is. And 100%, so there's a 1% chance you will receive dark psychic shock. That's odds I am comfortable with. Alright, let's provoke the void. And we've got more plasteel. Wonderful. Ooh, that reminds me, I haven't done the cloning in a while. Yes, I'll do 2 more clones, but I think I'll do them one at a time. Reason being, if we do 2 clones, if we do them at the same time, then Xenotaph will only have 1 unnatural healing to dish out. We'd like to get them, spread it out a little bit, let's say. Alright, what exactly does this do? My understanding is it annoys the void and they attack you. I don't know how long it takes. Sending out a psychic pulse that will attract entities. Prepare for what comes next. Oh, we have a trade caravan here. Smart, go over and have a quick word with them, why don't you? We still have... Yep, we have a... I had planned on initially putting a giant ring of detectors around us, but I haven't got around to it yet. Oh, I should put in another one of these. We don't need it right now, but we're going to make sure it never goes below 20 degrees again. I've been doing some experimentation on the side with getting it really hot using that, but there's problems. Oh, a couple of things that happened in the background. A grey flesh sample dropped. Closest person I could find was War Machine. Again, for some reason. New lovers between Brandon, Shimpa, and Burke. So, Burke and our mechatronics engineer both hooked up for some reason, which kind of works out, actually, because Brandon here, greedy. They like an impressive bedroom, so now that they're in the same bedroom as Burke, then the two of them can share this royal bedroom, and they're both super duper happy. Kind of works out. They're still a little bit annoyed about slaves in the colony. I should probably take care of that. I'm still waiting for the void to show up. I've limited everyone to inside the curtain wall, and I should probably go down here and clear this out. I like to go down here and clear it out every so often. And these guys are almost ready for processing. You're up to 96, you're up to 98, 100%, and you know what? Let's start the processing now. I just got to keep an eye on this, and yeah, it's fine. It's minus 50. Once it gets down to minus 80 or so, they'll start to become problematic. If any kind of nastiness shows up, we might pause that, though, if it requires brains. The reason being, This stuff you have to pay attention to it, otherwise they end up freezing to death and dying. Plus, if your pawns aren't there to heal them when their bits fall off, they tend to bleed out and die. I'm waiting for the Void to show up. We provoke them? Shouldn't they be doing something? Oh, and when it comes to productivity with this thing, general labor speed has a 50% bonus. I mean, global work speed gets a plus 50% bonus from the frenzy field. This little thing here is giving a 55% work bonus. That's mental. That's like 2 Archotech arms. What's the negatives from that again? I'm not even sure. Sleep suppressor is -6, so that means they don't need to sleep as much. Though, you know what? Let's check something here. I can't for the love of me figure out where the restful rate is listed. I assume it just makes them sleep less. I would need to do a bunch of testing on that to be sure, though. Alright, in the meantime, I suppose we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully the Void will show up. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that, that's tempting fate. Also, we can now invoke another pit gate, which we might do shortly. Actually, how is our nuggetizing going on? You are looking good. What's the temp in here? -50. You guys are holding steady, just about the 50% mark. Yep, perfect. So soon, hopefully, we'll have 4... Wow, see, now there's the problem. You see, they lost a bunch of blood because they took damage, and then before they could get bandaged up, they lost a bunch of blood. If they lose too much blood, like... Oh, someone want to get on that? You want to prioritize tending that one. If it takes too long and their blood loss gets to about here, they'll basically die, because the combination of blood loss and hypothermia will kill them. So you can get a little bit unlucky. Wait, that's the jaw, 2 arms, 1 tentacle. Okay, so that last tentacle just has to go, and once that's gone, they're done. Nope, this guy's trying to die at us. No, you don't. Jaw, yep, done. Perfect. Transferred over to storage. Damn. It's just... This is such a productive way to get Bioferrite. What are we at on the Bioferrite front? See, the thing is, we should never have to worry about temperature on the map ever going above 20 degrees again. Or going below. Let's stick in a second with these. These things cost 2 shards, so they're not cheap. And it costs 8 Bioferrite a day to keep them running. But we can afford it. These things cost 6 Bioferrite a day and 1 shard to make, but can also afford it. Now, you guys finished fighting? Yeah, you'll be fine. I also have started just buying more books in general to give them another outlet for recreation, and I'm going to have to keep an eye out for another telescope. I think 2-3 telescopes should be sufficient. What the... Friendlies from the Fallen Empire? Why are you guys here? Is there an No, actually, wait. I know why these guys are here. Okay, we'll let those Muppets do what they're gonna do. We're just gonna hang back. I wonder what'll happen once they've killed everything in there. Will they attack the nerve bundles? You know what? Doesn't make a difference. They did bring us a bunch of free scrap, so I suppose there's that. Alright, let's get going. We've got to expand our containment. That should keep our storage going a little bit longer until we get all of these lined up. And it should keep us well contained on power and warming. In fact, we should be able to get rid of these heaters now. We won't need the heaters anymore because, well, these will be heating up everywhere. So all we'll have to worry about is, I suppose, heat waves. In fact, we could turn this entire desert into a desert tile. No, 20 degrees is plenty for now. We'll see about playing around later on. It's just the problem is once you start getting up to higher temperatures, we'd have to start putting everyone into Phoenix armor. And we need to get up to about Masterwork Phoenix armor to stop people from burning. Just if we wanted to make, you know, humans' lives difficult. Also, we wouldn't be able to grow crops. There'd be problems. We might do a play around on the side, but it doesn't really seem like a realistic chance. You guys suck. Like, you came in, you looked at the wall, and you're like, yeah, we're just going to leave now. Well, yeah, good job. I'm just letting those corpses collect. The ghouls don't care anymore about the tox gas, so I'm going to let that collect, and once it becomes a problem, toss in a Molotov. One note to self, don't put the frenzy inducer in range of your prisoners. Turns out even a genie will eventually go berserk in range of a frenzy inducer, so, yeah. That was just on the edge there where Blake was sleeping, and they went berserk. Does this just make people go berserk every so often? Is that its weakness? However, any mental breaks they have are guaranteed to be violent. So, okay, if they have a mental break, it will be violent if they're in range of it. You just got to make sure they don't have a mental break. Hence the psychic emanator and all of that stuff. Right, we're going to redo this hospital in Sterile Tile. Why? Well, because I haven't done it in ages. I mean, the tiny gains it gives you are there, but it's like, it's throwback. Haven't used Sterile Tile in God knows how long. Well, that void provocation did absolutely nothing. I think it might be because we had this Fleshmast heart still out on the map, and the game was like, well, you've already got one, we're not giving the other. So, we're going to destroy this Fleshmast heart, and then we're going to do another Void Provocation. We'll just store him here, and we'll keep him suppressed for now, but not very much so. Can you capture and contain him there? Then what we'll do is, we'll keep him at about 75% activity. We don't really care if he pops at any point. So, yep, keep that guy somewhere around there. That way, whenever we want to let him loose, we can let him loose pretty quickly. Oh, over here we've managed to fill up all of these cells. Now we're just going to start on this next section. You guys, come on, transfer some more over there. We've actually got, like, a lot already. This has been a lot faster than I thought it would be. That's 48 Bioferrite per day, and that's not even including the extra 14 we're getting from these guys. I don't even count that anymore. Those guys are just small fry. The only reason we're keeping these guys around right now, advanced research. Once we get our hands on whatever these other anomaly things are, we're going to need advanced research to complete them, which is why we're keeping these around. Though I could probably get rid of this guy. I think the only reason I'm keeping this guy around is, well, maybe one of the boys just decides to target him for a release, and we don't really care if he dies. I should really move him to the front. You know what? Nah, it's fine for now. Oh, and you guys should be moved into preparatory stages. A quick war machine duplication, and it's a hostile one. That's fine by me. Once you've moved past... Yeah, here you go. Psychic Shock lands. And poof. Welcome to the team, buddy. We'll chuck you in the cells down there. We'll recruit you. You'll be one of us in no time. We have a couple of abilities that will reduce your will. You'll join us. Everyone will be super happy. That's number 8. In fact, let's just give a couple of names here. And you can be Copy Machine. I mean, why not? 7 can be Real Machine. They think they're the real machine, even though they're not. But they're pretty sure they are, even though they don't have an elbow blade. Alright, done, and where's the next one? We'll hit you with a quick ability or two, and then we're going to provoke the Void again. While we are waiting for Void Provocation to come off cooldown, I thought we'd take care of a little something. There is a smoke spewer over here, and I would like to check something out. We're sending over 2 people to have a quick look. What do we got here? Damn it. Okay. What I have been advised is there's some fun stuff you can do if there's mechs in one of these. Namely, if they have their hands on a, an unstable power cell. What you can do is you can grab the unstable power cell, but without killing the problem causer. As in, kill all the mechs, steal the power cell, and then leave the problem causer, in this case the smoke spewer, and go away. And then when you come back a day later, it won't let you go back in for 24 hours. Everything will have respawned, including the power cells, allowing you to steal lots of unstable power cells. I would really like to try that, but we're not going to be doing that anytime soon, it seems. Okay, you 2 get in here. We're going to claim that door. And we're just going to wander in and shoot this place up. They're all very heavy sleepers, so this should be pretty handy. Actually, hold the door if you wouldn't mind. Want to make sure that we can get out of here super quick. How long will that take? Ugh. I should use the grenades. Our newest machine shall be called Existential Dread Machine. Unfortunately, we can't fit that all in for some reason. Turns out, the maximum nickname length is Existential Dread Long. Who knew? Right, well, Existential Dread Machine. Its full name's Existential Dread Machine. We just couldn't fit it in. That's all there is to it. They can go get their equipment together, and you know what? We'll give you an excellent assault rifle. And I think it's time for our next Void Provocation. Wait, is it? Oh, damn it. In 8 seconds. We're going to have Existential Dread lead the team when it comes to provoking the Void. Why not? And I think we'll throw together a few more Cataphract helmets. We had a few of these suspended, but I think, let them keep going. Why not? And I should probably make a few more assault rifles as well. Void Provocation complete. Yeah, we'll see what that attracts. Yeah, hostile Obelisk duplicate done. Oh, there was some rare thrombos. I forgot about those. Where did you go? Oh, are they leaving? They are leaving. Well, let's take a shortcut and maybe go give them a little bit of a goodbye present. This may be the simplest way I have ever seen of killing Thumbos. What is that? Okay, Neosphere. A strange metallic sphere has appeared. It hurts to be near it. You could attack it, though you're not sure how it might defend itself, or you could capture it using a holding platform and learn to make use of its power. It seems quiet for now, but it's gaining energy over time. You can suppress the sphere when it is captured to a holding platform, reducing its energy. Okay. Right. Capturable. Minimum containment strength 0. Okay, so as long as you don't let it escape, it's fine. Okay then. Burke, why don't you capture that? For the containment cell, put it there for now. And I think we're going to transfer it over to our main containment cell in a bit. Yeah, Thrombo Revenge. Yeah, I forgot about you. And how you doing, buddy? Well, you did hurt Prime. How's Prime doing? You did a fair bit of damage. But it's just... This is so handy. I love ghouls so much. The best part about this whole expansion so far. Ooh! The discovery of the Nocosphere yields new insights. You can now research the following anomaly projects. Insanity weaponry. Animal shard pulsar, shard insanity lance, shard shock lance. Excellent. This one I've been advised is really good. The biomutation lance. That one's going to allow us to zap people. I should make a few of those. And you need to die. Like, I'm just shocked how quickly they're able to maul it to death. Like, its body, where is it? It has taken over 100 points of damage to its body. That's kind of mental. Like, that is just done so quickly. They're just that fast and they do so much damage. That looks wrong. What the hell? Okay. Huh. I was really expecting something more violent. This is something tricky. It is, right? It's some sort of weird, tricky, bricky sort of thing. Yeah, it's going to be fun to figure out. I'm sure it won't be at all backstabby whatsoever. I wonder if it's farmable in some way, though. I suppose we'll find out. Down here, we're that looks so weird. It looks like a whole bunch of, like, flayed people or something with all of their legs, the arms and legs stretched out. Yeah, I think we're going to move... I think this place here has, what, 191? This place has... I think we'll move it over to this cell. This cell has better containment, so we're going to transfer the Site Stealer over there. And we're going to put the Neosphere in the other side. Yeah, look, it's got an activity meter and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so we will transfer you. Done. We'll keep you contained. Yeah, we'll leave it at whatever level it's supposed to be at. Done. Should we let this guy grow back? Nah, not just yet. Oh, that's awkward. The brother of the researcher Yunners has shown up. Osmepetos? Right. And the guy's a hussar. Oh. Yeah, we haven't seen him. No one's seen him. He left ages ago, I think. Yeah, no, sorry. Not around. This is what we've been keeping them all around for. Research speed. Insanity weaponry, we need, well, 30 points of advanced research. And right now, wow. That Neosphere is worth a fair chunk. What is it, 3.3 knowledge? Cool. And study progress. You learn more about the inner workings of the Neosphere. It seems to have a single purpose: to inflict pain on those around it. Nomad Gunslinger thinks she may be able to weaponize the Neosphere, but you must study it more. You've learned how to intentionally activate it. When activated, the Neosphere will teleport to a remote location of your choice and unleash a barrage of pain on anybody nearby. I'm liking the sound of this. The Neosphere will continue to hunt down anything nearby until it is destroyed or it chooses to return. Select the Neosphere to activate it. Nomad Gunslinger has made an alarming discovery about the Neosphere. The entity is showing early signs of instability. Once the Neosphere starts to become unstable, you can dispose it by sending to attack a hostile threat. For a short period, the Neosphere will hunt down anything nearby, friend or foe. Once its onslaught is complete, it will permanently depart. If it becomes fully unstable, it will no longer respond to suppression. Right. So, if we select this, where is the option to fire it off at someone? Send the Neosphere. Teleport the Neosphere to a nearby location. It will then unleash an onslaught of murder and pain on everyone nearby for a short time. Tell me more. Hunt down any creature, including allies and other entities. Ooh. So we could like call in a raid of something, and then this thing would just go out and attack it for us. That would be fun. Ooh, where's our toxic waste? How much have we got? Might be an idea to store up 25 kgs of that stuff and fire it at someone, and then when the retaliation raid shows up, fire a Neosphere at it. Oh, how's the research going? Studying flesh mass nucleus? No, what? 3.35 advanced research. That's actually not bad. But we've already got 9.94. Because we have enough advanced people and the amount of research we gain just for each one, I'm pretty sure Nomad Gunslinger is going to be completely knock out that research before the day is over. Ooh, and you really have to do, what is it? Not the corrupted obelisk. Wait. Oh, no. This guy. Prioritize studying the metal horror. I believe this one's worth like 5 or something crazy. Yep. And then I want you to that, and then that. Yep. And I think we're done. Yep. And then we just turned it all off again. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. We just go into schedule, or into work, and we disable that. We don't have anyone doing dark study on the grounds that it's just... there's no point, but all of these guys, I keep having to go around and turn off, and every time you move them around, no, just no one does any study until we find something new to research, and then when we do, we knock it out in literally a day. It's kind of crazy. Okay, we only got 3 more things to go. Ooh, and we can awaken the monolith. I think this is the end game, but I'd kind of like to see the last 3 things before we end the game. Like, if we look at the entity codex, there's at least 1, 2, actually 3, 4, 5? And I presume the ultimates are tied behind the... thingy-me-what's-it. So there's 5 more things? Yeah, you know what? Next episode, we provoke the void. Then we kill whatever they throw at us, or do whatever. Store it up for... like, how much Bioferrite is this worth? 7.2? Sent me more of those guys. And, oh, yeah, we should probably provoke someone to attack us so we can fire the Neosphere at him. I want to see how good it is. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. Sorry about someone else getting at it. It's just, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. It's taken me a while. I don't know if I'm getting worse at the comments or the comments are getting better. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed and good luck.